not live in apology. Obviously, lose the opportunity, you suck. Gon' make way for a prodigy.
Nobody do.
Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan, that's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Chicago Bears. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. This taken in right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
A first down run there by Mostert as he'll get this forward for a gain of about 3. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, Mustang 19.
They go play action with Richardson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill them.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their 2nd possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this Bears defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 25 yards that time. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Ready.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Ready. Go check. Big Lion.
And they'll run it here. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, a 22-yard scamper. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
And to me, the key to a wide receiver run like that is getting around the first edge guy. It's often like a punt returner. Make that first guy miss, because if you can do that successfully and get upfield, we know good things can happen. He's able to take that one into the end zone.
The extra point now coming from Myers. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
14, Bears 7. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Let's go now.
2nd and 10.
Go.
Here's Richardson to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 32 on the play. And that seemed to me to be all about trusting your receiver.
No doubt about it, because when he put that ball in the air, I will guarantee you everyone who's watching this game right now thought that's up for grabs. But this is a lot of practice time. As you mentioned, a ton of trust, and he knows how good his guy is. So to him, it wasn't up for grabs. To him, it was a big play waiting to happen.
The Bears at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind is certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
On second down, Mostert. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Richardson going to move him around.
Hey, check that. Street.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Through one quarter, 14-7. Second and a couple.
Trap 60.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Check match.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They go quickly here out to Moore. Touchdown, Bears! DJ Moore, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2.
Hey, smash. Track him 60. Go.
Richardson will throw for it. And it'll be intercepted.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To the right side, this is Walker. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. 62 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
From the 4, it's second and a couple. Now they send a man in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Seahawks are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 8.
21, Bears 13. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
15-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Play action. Now Richardson. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Ready.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Now Richardson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here we go. Here we
Much
go.
more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
18. Pioneer. Let go.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Panther 11. Panther 11. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Warrior 70. Ready.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. His throw incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Throwing again, it's Richardson on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
19 tight. 19 tight. Cup 19. Cup 19.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
2nd and 4. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go
At
now.
the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Richardson's throw here into the hands of Moore. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Panther Street. Panther Street.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Right there, hurt. Bronco 80.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. That's swung out to Mostert. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's 3rd and 9.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 19 Lion.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line.
41-yard line.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
That's another Bears first down.
Richardson to the air on 1st down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Aleem McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first.
60
Richardson looking to throw this. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
18, Pioneer. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Moore, the motion man. Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
Cowboy 80. Hey, smash Bronco.
They'll try to run this one in. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Okay, ready? Bison, 60 Bison.
Mostert. And now Mostert is going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll try it now with Mostert, and he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way.
Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. The race is on. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Off play action, Richardson. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Here's 2nd and 10.
Panther 60. Panther 60. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Ready?
Richardson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Ready, set.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
70. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Go.
3rd and 1, Richardson to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass and they get 12 yards out of it. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight. Come 19. Come 19. Ready.
Richardson to throw off play action. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's third of the game. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Looking to throw. That is caught. He's got space past the 25. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. From the gun, it's Walker. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. And the Bears are right back in this football game.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
60 Mavericks, 79 Broncos.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Time becoming a factor, down 2 scores, though they have 2 timeouts and, of course, the 2-minute warning to work with as well. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
Here's 1st and 10.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Richardson out of the shotgun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. A big play looming on 3rd down.
Viking 18. Lions.
Here's Richardson. These guys running back out of the backfield. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now Richardson. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for one here. And it's good. So that will get them back within one score. So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot. Let's go.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers, running a quick slant or something like that.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
They certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
No timeouts remain. 8 seconds on the clock.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Dragon, 60. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Richardson to throw it. And this one too low. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. One last shot for Richardson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This ball intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. So the victory here for Seattle. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for the Seahawks, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL